Hey everybody, this is Bill from High Fish Gear. I'm going to make a quick video just to discuss the reason why Newell Reels are so popular here in Hawaii. And this is an opinion-based video. It's not a factual thing. This is just what I feel the reason why these reels are so desired here in Hawaii. And it's my opinion that the root of it is pen reels. And the reason why I say pen reels is because a lot of the old timers before Newells were making the rounds, everybody loved pens. Everybody loved the Jigmaster, everybody loved the 3.0, everybody loved the 4.0, 6.0 for casting reels. And what they used these reels for were for catching the big ulua that everybody's targeting across the state. From the Big Island to Oahu to Kauai, they all wanted a big reel that could catch a big ulua. And when Newell Reels started making extension kits for pen reels, it turned their pen reels into beast reels. They had narrower spool arbors and wider spools, wider frames, and the reels could hold a whole lot more line than the standard stock pen reels could hold. And they made the yellowfin kit, which is a wider version of the Jigmaster. They made the bluefin kit, which is a wider version of the Pen 3.0. And then they made the broadbill kit, which is a wider kit of the 4.0. They also made, the last one is the Black Marlin kit, which is a wider kit made for the Pen 6.0. But then Newell started making their own reels. And they used pretty much the same specs from pen reels. They used, what you see here is probably the 3 most popular sizes of reels that Newell made. And in regards to being popular here in Hawaii, they kind of matched up what they were using in pen. You have the Newell 344, which is the same width as the Jigmaster Yellowfin kit. The 454, which is the same width as the Bluefin kit. And then you have the 550, which is the same width as the Broadbill kit. And the line capacities on these are very similar to what those kits offered. But then now you have Newell answering what a lot of people weren't getting from the pen reels, which were basically stainless steel parts, components that were better suited for saltwater conditions. A lot of the older pens had brass, and brass is not necessarily known as being very hard in regards to versus stainless steel. Brass is softer than stainless steel, so it gave people a little bit more confidence when you had stainless steel components. And all the Newell reels had stainless steel bridges, gears, and other components like the jacks and things like that. So another reason why they were so popular were we're not using these reels on boats like they were in the West Coast, East Coast, South Coast, and the mainland. We were using these reels as casting reels, and we were casting them from shores and from the cliffs as far as we possibly could. And they were great casting reels. The 344, we spooled them up with 50-pound test. The 454, we spooled it with 50 to 60-pound test to use from shore. The 550 series, and then the 646, which I don't have one on display at the moment, is the equivalent to the 6.0 reel. And that one we spool up with the 550s. We spool up with 60 to 80-pound test because we're targeting big, giant trevallies, uluas here in Hawaii. And that's these Newell reels. They were made with plastic as opposed to the pen reels, which used I think it was Bakelite, and it's a kind of a plastic, but it's a little bit heavier, and they used a lot of steel components. With the plastic and graphite that they were using in the Newells, they were a lot lighter and it made it easier for people to cast it because they're not lugging an extra 3-4 ounces every time they're casting out. So you take the lightness, you take the stainless steel components, and you take the deepest line capacities available for most reels of these size, and it's a Hawaii fisherman's dream. Unfortunately, Newell is no longer around, and you have a lot of people that have grown up using Newell reels, and because the parts are becoming more and more scarce, because the reels are becoming more and more scarce, it's harder to find reels that are in immaculate condition. You're winding up buying reels that have problems, reels that are Frankenstein together from other different reels, and it's hard to even just buy a reel for parts these days. Everybody's holding on to them because they're worried that their reels are going to break and they're not going to be able to find replacements and they're going to lose their favorite reel. So my advice to someone out there who does not own a Newell reel at this moment and you're looking to buy one, if you've never owned a Newell, you don't own one at this moment, my suggestion is to just stay away. Don't get into them because they're very expensive at the moment because of the parts are hard to find. Um, some reels are more desirable than others, um, and also you got to have a basic understanding of what all the different letter codes mean. And I can make a whole nother video just on that alone. But if you don't own a Newell already and you're looking to buy one, like I said, my suggestion is just stay away. There's a lot of current production reels that offer similar features, higher gear ratio. They offer full aluminum bodies. They're not going to be exactly like a Newell, but comparable. And the price range on what you can buy new for a, say for instance, Shimano, a Daiwa, one of the newer pen reels, you're probably better off starting with something like that as opposed to going to a Newell reel, which you might not get in all that great condition for the price that you pay. But they are great reels. They're always going to be great reels. And if somebody's out there who's making aftermarket parts for Newells, start making bridges, start making gears, start making all the components that we need. Because these reels are going to be around for a long time here in Hawaii. And that's pretty much my opinion on Newell reels in Hawaii. Aloha.